This one is a sibling of the slice backhand, because they practice the slice backhand, they practice the volley. But I think with this one, it's a question of footwork and movement and not being sloppy, because this one can also be the most. The others have a certain kind of fundamental strength to them, whereas this one is a little more personal. Okay, so I've got Adam. Where's my feeder? Adam, Chris. I'm going to demonstrate a couple of things this lefty can do. So just feed him some more backhands, and then do your Johnny Mac. So watch, it's funny, and it's funny, people talk about this, people talk about Roger Federer, and I was talking to a parent recently, and she said, I don't know if a parent can, I don't know if a kid can do so many things like Roger Federer, and I said, well, you don't have to be a genius, I mean, you don't have to be a genius to hit a topspin backhand, now give it the carve, a little carve, no, that's just topspin, now let's give you the slice, give you a slice, go that, then goes the topspin, and these lefties can do both. I mean, you watch people like John McEnroe play. It's just one of the reasons why I sometimes think Roger Federer's an honorary lefty. You hit a topspin backhand, you hit a slice backhand, you sometimes carve it a little short, then you give the drop shot on this one. That's the drop shot, windy day, here we go. So this lefty is potentially the most creative. That's great. Like, this lefty is potentially the most creative, but it's also can be the most sloppy. So it needs to be nurtured, because they can have walkabouts, they can vanish, they can have lapses, because again, this lefty doesn't have one single thing to draw on, but they have a lot of variety. So that's the second lefty. So two lefties, you got a couple more.
So who's how many lefties are there that are hitting one-handed backhands
On tour, how many lefties are hitting one-hand backhands? Well, we got Lopez. I'm not sure. I don't know. That's a good question. That's a good question. I don't know. I think Lopez, I don't know how many. Right. And I'm concerned with teaching students. I agree. I think that's interesting for. All right. This is the third one. This is my best tool for this one, because this is kind of a mechanical problem solver. Also, this person, they can kind of pull your teeth out. This one. This is what I call the two-handed transitional. The two-handed transitional. And the people I put in this one are Jimmy Connors, Monica Seles, Marcelo Rios, Patty Schneeder, Angelique Kerber. They're seemingly not the same as those one-handers, because they play a lot from the baseline, seemingly. And they're quite comfortable on the baseline working the point. They're the one that you think is a grinder, but I'm going to get at something more with these people. To get back to lefty principles, these folks see the ball early. They see the ball early because they got that right side of the brain, because they're drawing from that side to hit the ball. They want to create angles. They can really go to the looking glass. And the interesting thing about them, and just think about even Kerber in the last year, or Connors, they appear to be a defensive player. They appear to be a counterpuncher, but they're actually masquerading as a counterpuncher. They're not a counterpuncher. They're an initiator, masquerading as a counterpuncher, because you watch how they can go. Phil, you might do it in backhand?
Sure.
Come on out. All right. Feed. Yeah, I want you to feed him one. I want you to feed him one. How to feed. Phil's going to hit two-handed backhand from back here. Feed it deep. Feed it deep and run hard. And then what they can do, they can feed it deep into the corner, and then you're going to just hit the crap out of it. Feed it to his backhand. And then what they do, okay, look. See, they go, okay, now feed it with defense. These people are going from defense to offense better than anyone in tennis. Not in tennis, but among the lefty groups. So and they hit it early. Okay, that's great. Okay, so like you watch Connors, you watch Kerber. They seem on their heels, but then they go to offense. Like if you watch Kerber in the last year, you watch Jimmy Connors. They seem that they're doing that, but they're actually now the downside with them. They're not that attuned to what the serve is about. The serve to them is pretty utilitarian. Kerber, Connors, Seles, like they don't really deploy the serve that much. They want to hit early, they want to hit behind you, they want to change the direction of the ball. So you got the two-hander, you watch someone like Kerber, she go here, and then she hit that off forehand. You watch Connors, how he would use that side spin forehand to alter the direction of the rally. They're very good ralliers, and so what do? you've got to help them, you've got to help your left-handed students understand, just because you have a two-handed backhand, just because you're mostly winning points from the baseline, you're not a grinder. This is not about grinding. You're not an attrition-based player. These players are not, those players I all mentioned to you are not winning matches on attrition and just sheer consistency. There's a whole visual aspect to left-handers, and I feel as teachers you have a whole opportunity to share with your students this way of seeing the court, differently. Not differently, just their way. And I think your mission as an instructor is to help them see the court, not just the striking of the ball. So what do you do with them? You've got to encourage them to take advantage of the angles, to take advantage of the openings they create. These are the type of people who, if the stiletto watches the play, the stiletto says, why are you hitting 3 approach shots a point? I'd have come in 2 shots earlier. Why are you taking advantage of what you're opening? So I think these folks need to learn good volley technique, a good overhead, a better serve. They're not quite as trustful of their serve as the sledgehammer and the stiletto. The sledgehammer and the stiletto feel, I got to serve. The sledgehammer's got a gun. The stiletto obviously has this knife, but these types don't feel quite as comfortable with their serve. So you can help them learn to serve better, help them learn to open up the court with their serve, and maybe sometimes a little imagination about offense, because this type can also get passive. This type can get into thinking, I'm just going to grind, I'm just going to be consistent, I'm not going to press the action, even though they have to. So that's our third lefty. And now our fourth lefty, and this is my made-up prop. This was meant to be a bandana, but I couldn't find one. So I'm just going to show you this as a bandana. This is what I call the contemporary conquistador. We talked about the sledgehammer, the stiletto, the two-handed transitional, and now we got the conquistador. And the conquistador began with Guillermo Vilas. Once upon a time, Guillermo Vilas and Bjorn Borg were hitting on a court in Italy. And they were hitting all this topspin, and they said, this is sometime in the 70s, or Indianapolis, they were in Indianapolis, and they said, this is the future of the game. The future of the game is going to be this topspin. And they were right. They created like Vilas and Borg, and you can see a direct path. Guillermo Vilas, Thomas Muster, Rafael Nadal. Big topspin. Monty, where are you? Who's got it? All right. Feed Monty a couple of forehands. All right, Guillermo, bring it to me. Shall we? Look at that margin. There you go. Okay. All right. Great. So these types, I mean, there could probably be an adjective for each of these types, and I could not, let's see, the sledgehammer is kind of power, the stiletto is craft, the other one, the two-handed transitional, I don't know, the problem solver, I'm just thinking these right now. This one works sadism. This one is the sadist. This one wants the opponent to feel the pain of playing them. They're physical, they're harsh, they grind, they want to take out your legs. They don't necessarily hit a winner. And and this is why you might want to think they're a grinder, but they like hitting a big shot. That's why they wear their bandanas. That's why they like hitting those big running forehands. That's why they like hitting passing shots. That's why they like hitting a cross-court forehand or even a top-some lob. That's why they're not exactly Dave Ferrer or Bjorn Borg. They're not that kind of player. They're not just going to sit back there and not miss. They still want to hurt you. So they want to use what appears to be defense into offense and hurt you. Again, the serve, I think a lot of them, since a lot of them come from Europe, they have what I call the soccer nation service motion, which means they don't know a lot about throwing balls. A little bit like the two-hander transitional, they kind of just throw it in. It's like, whatever, I'm playing on the clay, get the serve in, and then they just kind of go to work. Sometimes in the contemporary world, they might even have a kick serve. I think we've seen that more recently. We've seen junior players, lefties, with a kick serve. So what are they? So I think, but a big thing, like for example, Nadal is a great case study. As I see it, Nadal was a great player for his first few years of his career, and then he became an unbelievable player when he embraced his inner John McEnroe. What did Nadal improve? He improved his serve, He learned to even more have his can opener and vary the serve. He learned to improve his volleys, come to net more, and he learned to hit some very good, for his type of game, short volleys, because he's opening up the court.